talk to you at camps, and I mean, I know you guys go to, between the 7on7s and all these camps throughout the country, and you have guys tell you, oh, we were in your shoes, we remember what it's like. I'm going to tell you my story because I was you guys. I grew up in a small town in New Jersey. My dad was a 40-year high school football coach. Growing up from the time I was 5 years old, he took the job at the school that me and all my brothers went to the year I was born, and my entire life, our life revolved around high school football. My summers as a kid was the ball boy at the 7on7s. Now, back when I was in high school, we didn't have Powerade sitting up competitions and tournaments and prizes. We just wore our basic street clothes that we had. We'd throw on our cleats, and our coach, which was my dad, would organize the 7on7s amongst local teams. Some teams you played during the season, some teams you never played and you never knew where they were from. We would bus there, we would drive there. That was our summers. That was my life until I went off to college. I want you guys to understand the opportunity that you guys have to do this in this format, in this setting, represent your school, play with your buddies, play with the same coach who is going to coach you the rest of the season, all 4 years in high school. That's not normal, guys. That is not the standard throughout the country. I lived it. I know what that world is all about, and I can promise you, I've been down in Miami. I know what those kids have growing up and what that environment is like and the setups that they have. They don't have it. Growing up in New Jersey, lived in Chicago. I've been around this entire country. I've seen youth sports all across the country. What you guys have and this opportunity that you guys have is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. I know a lot of you guys think that what you're doing now is all about getting into college and what it's going to be. Hey guys, I'm just going to ask one thing while I'm talking. If I'm going to stand up here and kind of share some of this, with all due respect, I would just appreciate if you guys would just stand still and pay attention. I think a big thing of what you guys are doing, a big thing of what these coaches are trying to do, football is more than just who can run fast, jump high, and catch the ball. Football is the hardest sport in the world. It's hard because not anyone can just show up and play. It's hard physically, it's mentally hard, it's hard to listen when it's hot to somebody talking to you, someone telling you do something wrong. You're not always going to have the same backgrounds. You're not all going to be from the same parts of the city. That's life. That's football. And I think the earlier you guys realize that there's more than just how fast you run and how high you jump and how many touchdowns you score. There's more to playing football than that. It starts with standing there and listening when someone's talking. It starts with how you respect your coach, somebody who gives his time and his energy. And I know, growing up as the son of a coach, they don't make a lot of money. They're not doing it to get rich. If they wanted to make a living and be rich, they would go off to a college or the pros. High school coaching is about caring for your kids. High school coaching is about investing in their futures and not really worrying about my life and my needs and wants. These guys love football. High school coaches are a different breed. They love you guys. They want to see you succeed more than just as athletes. I promise you, I lived it. That was my dad, still to this day. He's still a high school coach. He's not my high school coach, he's not anyone else's, but in his heart, he'll never not be a high school coach. So that's going to be my biggest message to you guys today. Use these opportunities more than just for the football. The football will come. If you're good, you're good. And they'll find you, and you'll have opportunities to climb. I was fortunate that I had opportunities. I was able to go down to the University of Miami camp and be offered a scholarship as a sophomore in high school when Butch Davis was the coach. I was fortunate as a kid. I'd get to go as my dad worked the Penn State camps, and he'd bring us and we'd just stay in his dorm room and just help out, putting out flyers if practice was rained out. We grew up loving the game of football, but never worrying about what the game of football could do for us. My dream as a kid, or even when I was your age, was never, oh man, I hope I can play football one day in the NFL and make a living out of it. That wasn't my dream. My dream was I wanted to be good enough that on Friday nights when the whole town came to see us play our rival and there was 10,000 people standing in the bleachers, that I could run out in front of all my buddies at school and run on the field and have my parents show up and cheer us on and win. And we won a lot. My high school played in 17 consecutive state championships. My dad had stretches where they would go 5 years and never lose a game. But when I think back to my high school football, it's not the wins, it's not the losses. We played in 17, we lost 8 straight. Not everything's gonna go your way. You're not made to just win, you're not made to just succeed. Everyone's a good winner. Everyone's a good when things are going their way. We lost 8 in a row. My freshman year, state championship loss. Sophomore year, state championship loss. Junior year, state championship loss. Senior year, undefeated, first state championship. They went on to not lose again for 5 years. My older brother, Chris, full Division I scholarship to Notre Dame, finishes a career as the team captain at the University of Virginia. 4 consecutive state championships in his 4 years. They lost all 4. He never won one. That's life. That's going to happen to some of you guys out there. I hope every one of you wins every game. The reality is you're not. How do you respond? What kind of person are you? What kind of lessons are you taking from your coach, from your mom and dad at home? How respectful are you of what their message and what they're trying to teach you through this game? How respectful and how willing are you to accept what they're telling you? That's what this is all about. Enjoy it, because some of you will go off to college. It'll never be the same. And any of you who go on beyond college, it's never even close to the same. Some of my best memories in my football career, I've played in Super Bowls, I played in the biggest stadiums at the BCS Bowl games, some of the biggest stadiums in the country, biggest environments. My best memories of football were Friday nights, after a game, hanging with your buddies and rehashing how good the game, good or bad. Those practices, those summer workouts. Football's hard. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's not basketball. We don't go in the air conditioning and shoot around for a couple hours and call it practice. That's not football. You guys are special. You wouldn't be out here if you weren't talented. But take that talent and use it for something good. Because if not, there's no bigger disservice to yourself than wasted talent and wasted opportunity. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have both. So the pressure now, it's on your shoulders. Take advantage of it, enjoy it for what it is, and let the future take care of itself. I wish you guys a lot of luck. I love being around this crowd. This is who I feel like I identify with. This is my life. This is what I grew up, just playing ball in the street with your buddies. I love it. And I think the fact that you guys have this opportunity to do this is special. So enjoy it. Good luck with the tournament this weekend. I hope the North Carolina teams win. Just gonna be honest with you. But Butler, I see them. You guys have home field though, don't you? Yeah. Well, hey, you guys from out of town, give them a run. Represent your state, but most importantly, represent your high school, represent your community, your coach, and hey, and for you guys who traveled here from out of town, before you leave, say, hey coach, thank you. A thank you goes a long way. A lot of people put work in to get you guys here to Charlotte, North Carolina. So don't forget that. Be grateful for what you have. Handle your own business. Don't wait for somebody else to do it for you. Enjoy the tournament. Good luck this season. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and I hope you guys use it for a lot of good. Thanks.